on the Roll20, do I hit? Well, one's my character sheet. D&D and Beyond is my character sheet, right? That's the one that
Correct.
matters.
D&D Beyond is your character sheet.
Hello,
Roll20 is
everybody.
the
Welcome
campaign.
to the stream.
Do I hit view
Hope
campaign
everybody's
on
here to have a little bit of fun.
D&D Beyond? Pull
No,
up
you
my
just view your
sheet?
character sheet on there.
Where do I go to pull up my character sheet?
Up at the top, you'll see collections. Go to my
Yes.
characters.
Collection. Oh, my characters. Okay.
And
Damn it! I need to put
this
my
one,
fucking.
And then view that one right there.
Yep.
Guy. Okay.
I need to put my D&D stuff on my fucking favorites bar so I can just click straight on it.
That would probably be a good idea.
Because I keep having to scroll through all the shit in the D&D chat to find where's the link for the D&D in the Roll20.
Oh, no, available to
it would be a good idea to, maybe put that on your favorites bar.
Yeah.
What's up, Siege? How you doing tonight? Diablo, Scarlet, I see you guys all popping in. Appreciate it.
We're slowly appearing.
Slowly but surely.
Now, I do need to manage one thing in here.
What's up, Bulo? Siege, are you online and leveling up your healer so you can heal me in midnight?
Alright, there's that. Now I need.
My name is on these. Chris's AirPods.
Performing security verification. No, not that one.
All right. Nikki, your character in this campaign, does it have dark vision?
Features and traits. No. I think I'm the only one in this campaign that does not have dark vision. Under what?
On your first page. Perception, passive.
Additional sense types, senses. I've got blind sight.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Yeah, I've got dark vision. I just went into it and I found it. Hold on.
And Woggy, your character's dark vision is...
Oh no, I do not, because to see the dark vision, I have to actually click on senses. So I'm guessing that means I don't have it, or do I?
Most likely Goliaths don't have...
Yeah, no, I don't have dark vision. I can just click.
Thanks for the follow, Seven.
All the different vision types. Because down below it even says true sight, and I'm like, I know I don't have true sight. So yeah, no, I don't have any kind of special vision.
Woggy, your night vision is 90 or 120?
2 seconds. Just let me double check that.
Or is it 60? I know the standard is 30, but...
Where is my night vision?
Do you have my phone?
Well, dark vision, but yeah.
dark vision yet. Where do I find that? Traits. Traits?
All right.
Should be. And Scarlet's character has dark vision as well, I believe.
Yes, sir.
What's the range on your sweetheart?
So
60 feet.
I think I have it as well.
Yeah, you a night elf
Superior
has it.
Dark vision. 120 feet.
Okay. So everybody else should be
Yeah.
roughly 60 feet.
Yeah, I'm 60. So then do I hit launch game on the Roll20 for the match?
Yes.
Okay.
Siege. I did not see that until just now, and you suck with the Bean Boozled, sir. This one is going to be
Go away, Steam. I don't need you up.
all right, there we go. That one and myself. And let's make sure this is set up for that one. And myself. And I just need to know our last the Warlock's dark vision. I'm grabbing it. Calm down. Hold your horses.
Hold your horses, he says.
Hold the phone.
Oh, it's a red one. I don't like the red ones.
Okay, but
That's either old bandage or pomegranate. And this one looks like it came out of the machine weird. It's like in a teardrop shape. So it's kind of ominous.
ominous.
Just a little bit. You're going to DPS midnight until you get your what reward? No, you're not allowed to DPS midnight because I only have one healer right now. All right, let's take this thing and get on with our lives. Of course, old bandage. It's disgusting. Siege, I'm pretty sure you're a mod. So if you go into mod view, you can refund channel points, including your own. So can Bulo.
Were we?
Probably not. I consider both weekends.
I think not joining? I thought that he wanted to.
Oh. Did you not realize that, Siege? All right, I need to check Wolf's character real quick.
Uh-oh. Don't look too deep.
I need to see your dark vision if you have dark vision.
I do have dark vision. I think it's like 60 feet.
That's what I assume most people will have it, but
Yeah, dark vision, 60 feet.
yep.
Thank you, Raven, for being here, and thank you, Necro.
Not a problem.
I made sure that was a defining factor in my character this go around. I did that in Amanda's campaign, and
Oh,
Nick
it
had to
can.
carry me in half the place.
Oh, it can always. It's always can be fun. All right, I am gonna drop you guys on the token sheet That way you can see your tokens, and you should be able to move only your tokens.
Has anybody heard from Ink?
Oh, neat.
I have n-
just asked. Like, I thought like Ink was supposed to be joining us. I guess I didn't say it too loud. My bad.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him. He hadn't reached out to me
Okay.
in general, so
I know.
All right.
I know he finished making his character yesterday, but yeah.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything. Which, you know, if he wants like I don't see his character on D&D Beyond though. Unless I'm not seeing it.
He might have just made one from scratch without actually joining the campaign.
Yeah. That's very much possible. Even if he made one from
Yeah.
scratch and he could probably join the campaign with that one.
Yeah, once you hit join campaign, you can tell it to bring one of your characters.
Uh-huh. But yeah, I'm not
I've had to do it
seeing
before.
I'm seeing just the characters and the whole placeholder character from Crash. So, but
Down there.
we can figure a way to bring him in when we get to it, if he decides to come in.
Thank you for being here, Diablo.
Go and get somewhere.
Nikki, what happened to your character profile picture? On
I've only got one
D20. It,
profile, so it's jumping from. I haven't changed it for this character. It's staying
Does it have your midget character on there?
he's
Yes, it
shrunk.
does.
Someone put him through the wash. He's shrunk.
I can move my little. I
I
can
must have ordered his
Right.
character from Temu.
Nobody else.
I'm a Timu giant. Leave me alone.
Renegade, you need to update yours too. Get your shit together. Come on.
Wolf, I made your token able to be moved by
On
you,
D20.
Scarlet, and me. Everybody's
Ah.
tokens can be moved by me as well, just in case, you know, you move a little bit too far and I have to move you back because something happens. Because people start to get a little overzealous, you know. So, you know, I could take you and just like throw you way over here.
No.
No sueña maravillosa.
Oh hell, I thought that was Nick.
Already.
You sounded just like him. I feel sorry for you.
All right, so we got everybody that was here last time, so we can go ahead
Everybody.
and get started. Last time, I think you guys leveled. So did you guys also do all the leveling up for your character?
I think
Yeah.
Yes.
so. We
Uh,
can only
I
be,
believe so.
We can only be like level 2, right?
Yeah, you're only going to be level 2.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Max health.
I'm going to go ahead and get everybody's character sheet open so I can just jump to them if I need to.
I need to swap.
Uh,
You can't do that.
Like, yes, I can. Yes, I can.
oof. Woggy, you did your level up, right?
I believe so.
Okay, I was just looking at your hit points and I was, you know.
Mine didn't go up on their own. I had to go in and modify mine myself.
Hey,
The
Scummy,
hit point
thank you
thing
for
for
being
some
here.
reason is not working.
What's
It
up,
didn't work
Scummy?
Our other campaign either.
Gotcha.
Hit points.
If they're set for manual, you've literally got to roll your dice yourself and then type in what you rolled, or else it doesn't update.
Hit points. Oh wait, yeah, I'm supposed to have more than 15, right?
know.
Let's see.
What's
Your
your hit die on?
constitution. Yeah, you're supposed to have more than 15 because your hit die is a 10 and you have a +5 for your constitution. So that would be your bare minimum right now. So yeah, that's why I was looking at each, but it was,
Okay.
you know, making sure that everybody's
So how
hit
do we
points
up-
was rolled up.
Is it
How do we
manage?
roll our hit points?
Manage character and levels? No.
Yeah, you click on manage
Oh, yeah.
character and levels. I think a rogue is a D8, if I remember correctly.
It actually says when you get to it,
Oh, manage HP.
when
Okay,
you click
so
manage HP, it says like fighter, it says 2d10. Well, that means I should have rolled one more d10 after my first solid 10.
Yeah, so
What was
a
the
D10 is your hit die. So for like for you, well, your hit die is a D8. So you roll.
Where am I gonna go? I'm fucking lost at the moment.
Okay, so
Manage there. Okay, manage. Yeah, I found it.
you found manage, and then
Manage.
it's the top one. It's like manage character level and build or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then on that first sheet, you should see one that says
Well,
manage.
Woggy has not actually leveled up his character either. I'm in his character build, and it says level 1 with a +1.
I'm at level 2.
I know, but it does. You haven't leveled it up yet.
okay, so then I hit manage HP and it says I rolled 12. I says rolled HP 12. Do I just hit apply?
that's
after
what you
that?
got. What's your hit dice?
His hit die is a 10, and yes, you can hit apply.
If in Discord, I'm sharing my screen, my
Oh, okay.
friend. So you could just look. I could show you where I'm at so far. I hit manage HP
so
and this is where I got.
1d8.
Alright.
Do I just hit
What I
apply?
would do is I would change that to take a d10 and roll it, and tell me what you get. A 3. So I would change that 12 to a 13.
No,
right?
I think that's somebody else's 3.
No. Yeah. Wait. So I rolled this time. Okay, roll.
Yeah, roll a d10.
It won't.
Click a d10.
Wait.
Yeah, I click a D10 and then
So I
click
got
roll.
Got you.
Oh, you got a 2.
Leave it as 12.
Okay. So did I hit manage?
Yep.
Okay, and then put 2.
And then, well, it's already at 12, so you just hit apply, I guess.
So I
Apply.
add the 3 to HP modifier.
No, so what is a? Are you?
Plus
Let
3.
me see your. You're sharing your screen too, so let me
All right,
jump
so
to
I just
that.
hit apply. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Means you've only got 15 HP. Oof.
I've only got 15.
Yeah.
All right, so
Wow.
it rolled an
Yeah.
8 for
You
you,
just got one less than I do.
so you can hit. You should be your HP modifier is your Constitution modifier. So for Renegade, it's supposed to be a +5 or +3.
Oh wait, and then it's. Oh, I didn't level up my character.
Now that 8 was my last roll. Like, so how do I?
X out of that.
Oh.
Over here where it says level 1.
We'll let them sort his
Yeah,
out
we'll
first because I can't understand a fucking
Okay, wait.
his girlfriend.
Wait. So it says
Right
level
where it
1.
says fighter. See where it says fighter? Go to the right of that.
Yeah.
See where it says level?
Yep.
Put that at 2. There you go, and now it fixed your HP.
All
Yep.
right.
So
That's
while
why
you
this wasn't setting up.
Okay.
click on the thing that says level, where you see it says level on the right hand side. Nope, down to the right hand side underneath that. Like you look at rogue and go to the right of it, and you'll see a little drop down that says level,
See
and
where
change
you
that to 2.
Can I just hit back on my back arrow?
go where it says character builder and go all the way to the right, and you'll see that.
And there, it automatically rolled your hit points for you
go.
and ups them.
One more of it. There you go.
Gotcha.
14.
Okay.
Okay, yep. So I should be good now.
You should be good, except for you might want to scroll down and see if there's anything new that popped up for your character, which it doesn't look like. I think at level 3 is the next new thing for you.
I bet say fighters don't get anything at level 2. That much I can tell you.
Don't they get like second wind
We
or
get-
something like that? Or is it action
Yeah, we get
surge?
second win, but we get second win actually, but
what's
that's
this?
automatic. We don't have to actually go in and accept it.
I got a feature: the Crooked Moon Dark Bargain.
Uh,
That's on DM's discretion.
yeah, we're not doing that one.
Okay, I'll leave that then.
I
Yep.
thought the same thing when I was on my rogue and I looked at it. I was like, oh, that's doable by DM. Never mind. We'll walk away.
All right, so everything else should be good to go for you now. So you have more hit points.
It is orange.
Uh,
you wanna wait?
How do I go back
Unless
to
you wanna
my
wait.
page?
you see, if you look all the way to the right of that, you'll see like a little card-looking thing. Click on that.
Character sheet. There it is. Cool.
Yep.
There you go.
And Scarlet, you did yours too, right?
She is an issue.
I'm sorry, what?
You leveled
Did-
your character, didn't you?
You leveled your
Yeah, I
character, right?
believe
Okay. Your dice roll was just unlucky, I guess.
Did you do your HP?
I don't remember.
If I'm looking at it correctly, Constitution plus 3 D8, so your base would have been 11. So that means you only got. That doesn't make sense because your original would have been 11. Your plus 3 would automatically takes you to 14. So you need to add in what you need to add in for what you rolled.
So you need to roll a die, whatever your hit die is. And add that.
How about we make a rule that we do this at the start of each game so there's no confusion.
Sounds
Everybody
like a
knows we do
plan.
it at the start of each game.
That or at the end, one or the other.
Yeah, one or the
All right,
other.
Mike.
We all do it.
It says hit die is 2d8, so I roll 2d8.
You just
I roll
roll one.
You have 2 because of
So
your level.
when it's saying hit die, that's what it's that you can roll hit die at a short rest. Well,
I
you
rolled
get
a 1.
you get one more hit point then. So
What
it
is
should
up
be a
with these unlucky
15.
rolls today.
Well, at least you're getting them out
Why
on
was my
those
bird
things.
blind this time?
I blame Scummy.
It's all Scummy's fault.
I mean, we're just continuing what Woggy was doing last time. So
Now, Necro,
Right.
I do demand that you're nicer to us than you were the other night.
I wasn't
I don't
mean
wanna
the
die
other
again.
night. Nobody died.
I about did, but it was right at the end, so I was kind of proud of my little rogue.
Unlike the
I
other
can't
kids.
believe how long I did.
Oh man, everybody survived, just barely.
You got another one, though?
Okay.
You got another one?
This time, if we have Braziers to light to reveal the enemy, we should
What about
really
the
light
rocks?
the Braziers. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I have an ability for that, so you don't have to fucking sit there and try and light one at a time. I can light. I've got a thing that I can light all 4 in one go. So
Oh yeah, okay, well that's good. Well, let's see what happens.
spells, but yeah, I have
Mainly-
dancing light.
Most importantly, let's just not run headlong into traps this time. Let's try to.
You
avoid
want this?
I mean,
Looking at you,
good-
Nikki.
good luck.
All right.
All right, so last we left off, you guys had made it back to town with the girl in tow, and I think you made it back
Ain't
to
gonna
the.
last long.
I think you made it back to the inn, and everybody was taking a long rest.
And I pissed off a Dovin blacksmith.
Why, yes, we were.
So,
Damn it. All right.
all right, so long rest goes by uneventfully. You wake up first thing in the morning. Who's the first person up? Or who wants to be the first person up?
I'll be the first one.
Probably. Well, I was gonna say to be one of the two, myself or
Probably
Renegade,
one of the-
because
yeah.
we only need 4-hour meditation.
Yep.
No,
Yeah,
that's right.
technically. So I guess I'll
I
be the
accept
first
that
one up.
theory.
Either me.
Woggy, would your
Woggy.
character have stayed in the inn
Point.
with, or the tavern with them, or would you have camped out outside again?
Outside.
Just go here.
Okay.
So I'd be
Alright.
the first one awake in the inn, at least.
Okay. So, all right, everybody is in here. Everybody else is in here. All right, so you wake up. What do you do?
Well, first thing I'm gonna do is, put on all my equipment in case if something happens, because who knows what might happen. And then I guess I'll just mosey on my way downstairs.
He came into row 20 and all the thing we need.
And I'm learning specifics are very important in this game.
Oh yes, very
So,
much
so
so.
I put on, my equipment, so I have everything on, and I just, make my way downstairs or into like the main tavern area, whatever you want to call it.
We're still trying to get Chris set up, or Wolf
I mean,
set
I
up,
get-
so just give him.
I'll go ahead.
Well,
I got
no,
No, you're
I'm
good.
apologizing because I don't know what's going on.
Oh, you're fine. Your character is still technically asleep at this moment.
Okay.
Yeah, you can just be like the last one awake.
Well, I'm not, don't know.
Am I supposed to do anything else at the moment? Because that's really all that I got.
You get up, you put your armor and stuff on, and you sit back down in your room. Is that what you're telling me?
No, and then like I mosey out into like the tavern area from my room.
Okay. You go downstairs and you see the barkeep. Standing at the bar with his daughter and a surprisingly well-dressed gentleman.
He's alive.
She's alive. A surprisingly well-dressed gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Let's hear. I suppose I would start to inquire who this well-dressed gentleman is.
You walk up to the group of them.
Yep, and I asked the guy that is there who he is, I suppose.
What's that?
everything I can
For to help the players remember, the barkeep's name is Doran,
Okay. Doran,
and his daughter's name is Elaine.
Elaine, and
And when you walk up
Yeah,
and you like go to say anything, immediately the guy will turn around and grasp your hand and go, "I'm Mayor Tendril. Nice to meet you."
the mayor of the town is shaking my hand right now, saying nice to meet you.
Yes.
Hi, Mayor Tendril. My name is Renegade. It's nice to meet you as well. I say, taken off guard and aback a little bit.
He will shake your hand and he will turn and continue talking to Doran. What do you do?
I suppose I will sit down at the bar and wait for him to finish his conversation. All the while trying to listen in on what they have to say. What do I need to run? What check do I need for that?
Thank you for being here.
Roll me
Alright.
a perception check.
Okay. Do I just click the 3? Yeah.
Should.
I got a 17.
Okay. Well, you go and take a seat. As soon as you take a seat, you'll notice that Doran like disappears back to the back and comes out with a nice breakfast platter and a drink and sets it down in front of you. And he says,
Okay.
this is the minimum I can do to thank you. So eat up. And he walks away.
I'd like to. Can I take the moment to get up, get dressed, and start heading downstairs?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So you get up.
Follow-
You guys get up.
wanna
You
go
get
down
your
and,
stuff on. It'll take you about 10 minutes ish. So he'll probably be sitting down eating by the time you get down there. But you'll walk down and you'll see the wood elf over there in the corner with a nice big old plate of food and drink in front of him, and he looks
But you
he
guys
looks
don't
pretty
wanna come
happy.
eat? Yeah, I'm eating food, drinking. It's early in the morning. It's a good day.
I walk over and sit down and say, "So how we doing this morning?"
And
I'm
I follow
doing
suit.
it's not a bad morning. How are you guys?
Within
Happy
like a
that we're able
minute
to
or
do
two, you guys have plates set down in front of you. This time by Elaine, and she looks at the three of you guys and says, "I can't thank you guys enough. You saved my life."
But of course, that's our job. I mean, that's what we're here for, is to try to be as helpful to people as possible and make some money.
Hell, I'll save anybody for a good plate of food.
Yeah, but
she kind of looks at you and chuckles, and when she walks away, you will both notice a very well dressed older gentleman talking to Doran.
That's that. Your character name, Nikki. ain't
Yeah.
it? It's just some funny looking bones.
I don't know about Bones, but he looks like he might have money.
I hear them over talking about it. I was
That's probably what
wondering.
the issue is. He just got that fancy money bones.
I
Like
hear
he
them
never worked a
talking.
day in his life.
I hear them talking, and I say that he told me that his name was what,
And
Mayor
I say
Tomlin. You
that
said
he-
he told me that,
Mayor Tendril.
and he said that his name is Mayor Tindril, and then he ignored me and started talking to Doran again. So I just sat down.
Maybe Doran's trying to talk him into a reward for us.
I mean, I didn't have the chance to talk to him. He literally just introduced himself to me and then ignored me.
You want me to bite him?
You
making my
want
way
me
down.
to buy him?
To the rest of the group.
All right, Woggy, are you making your way to the inn, or are you staying off into the woods, or?
I'll just stay where I am, taking note of what's going on outside for now.
Okay. The outside, the hustle and bustle of the town doesn't really look any different from the last 2 days that you've been here so far. Scarlett, you said you get yourself ready and come down. By the time you come down, it looks like Renegade is pretty much like halfway done with his plate, and the other two have got a pretty good start on their plates. So you walk down, you see them off in the corner eating. You see Elaine, Doran, and a well-dressed gentleman standing at the bar. What do you do?
I go check on the girl that we saved, make sure she's doing okay, and then I go and sit with the group, figuring out what's the plans.
Honestly, Scarlett thinks of other people. Should I go check on the girl first?
I did
All
my
right.
job. I got her home. That's all I was told to do.
God dang right.
I
So
don't think they want to talk to me too much.
you'll walk up to him. As second you walk up, it's almost uncannily fast. He has his back turned to you, but he turns around and grabs your hand and shakes your hand and says, "Hi, I'm Mayor Tendril."
Hello.
This is sexist.
I'm gonna bite him.
No, you guys are up to
Hey,
it.
sweetheart, we can't hear you.
Hi. I'm nice to meet you. I'm Scarlett. I'm actually on my way to go speak to her. So
No,
excuse me.
no, you're wrong.
Right.
And he lets go of your hand and he turns back and starts talking to Doran again, and you turn and start talking to Elaine. What do you say to her?
Hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling? Are you hurt in any way? I am a healer, so if you are injured in any way, I can actually help you now that you're awake and can speak to us.
She'll look at you kind of with a little bit of a grin on her face and honestly, I had the best sleep of my life yesterday, so I feel great.
Awesome. That's great to hear.
There's some
Sucks for the circumstances, but I mean, hey, silver lining, baby, silver lining.
there's something weird with this town.
It's always good to
Uh,
stay positive. And I nod my head at the guy again, and I start to head back to the table.
as you go to leave, he will like reach out and like touch your shoulder and say, "One moment. When your party
Okay.
has had a chance to recuperate, seeing that you seemed like well-seasoned adventurers, I would like you to come by my house and go over a job that I might have that you might be suited for."
Well,
Yes, sir.
seasoned.
That
What kind
that
of crack is
actually.
this guy smoking.
You don't hear none of this, so hush.
Yeah.
Can I roll to see if I hear this?
No, I already rolled a perception check. I got an 18, and apparently that wasn't good enough. So good luck.
I can still try.
Oh,
Yes,
you
sir.
can
That
absolutely
that
try.
sounds awesome. Where do you live? And I'll grab our team and we'll meet you up there.
Yeah, do a perception check too.
You can do a perception check as well. Sure. He'll look at you and say, "Well, I live in the house, the small house right on the edge of town over here. It's the mayor's estate, so you can't miss it."
I got a 14.
Yeah, you're not hearing nothing.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
Well, he is talking
yeah.
outward toward us now, not straight to the one guy.
Yeah, and you're still not hearing anything.
So
Yes, sir. Let me
luck.
just notify my party and we will be
What
there
have you
as
heard?
soon as possible. Thank you for this opportunity. I say with my nicest voice I can, and I go back to the group now that I know he's a mayor and not just some fancy pants.
So you go back and you sit down. After you sit down, after you walk away from him, he'll turn and he'll leave. He'll head to the door, and Renegade will hear this. You'll hear Doran go, "Man, that guy has done so much for our town, but he still sends shivers down my spine. I just don't know why." Take what you want from that.
I will I'll just keep that, bit of information just to myself for right now.
Okay.
There's not really much I can go on with it, but it's definitely something to, to know.
Oh, all right. So you go and sit down, Scarlet, and within like another minute, Elaine will bring out a plate and a drink for you, set it down in front of you. At this time, she looks around and says, "There's one of you missing. Is there not?"
He's
He's
a
outside
bit,
somewhere.
yeah,
Oh.
he's a bit, he kind of does his own thing. I don't really know, to be honest.
I don't think he likes us very much.
Oh,
He'll come around. Don't worry
You
about
need
it.
to unmute yourself, sweetheart.
If you put his plate outside, he might take it, he might not.
okay. Do you know where he normally stays?
All we know is outside. We haven't really seen where he's come from because we're normally in here when he finally shows up.
Okay. All right. So she'll walk away and leave you guys to eating. A few minutes later, you'll see her with a plate in hand and a drink in hand, and she walks right out the front door. And she
Follow her.
she starts looking around the town for you while she's like walking around, and she starts off like right here, and she kind of walks this way, and she kind of walks this way. And she's looking all over for you.
And
Can I
I
walk
noticed
to
her
the
walk
front of
out
the
of the,
bar and just holler for Wonky's name? Dark Step.
You hear your name being called. You see her walking around with food. So what are you doing? You just gonna sit back and laugh, or
See Elaine walking, and at this point, I get up from under my tree. I walk over to her. I go down on one knee and pull a flower from under my cloak and hand it to her, and ask if she's all right.
she kind of blushes a little bit and says, I'm doing great, thank you. It's all due to you and your friends."
Glad to hear.
And she
I
kind of
was
looks.
there to witness this moment.
She kind of looks at both her hands and she wants to reach out and grab the flower, but she has both hands full at the moment. So
I say, is that food for me?
And she goes, "Absolutely, it's for you."
So I'll take the plate from one hand. I'll hand her the flower. And I'll take the drink, and I'll nod with a small smile. And okay, head back to your father now.
She says, "Sure thing." And whenever you are finished, you can come inside and leave the dishes there, or you can leave them by the door, whichever makes you happy. And she turns around and walks away.
Walk back to the tavern.
Yep. Charlotte, by the way, you will see him come out as she's like approaching over here and kind of meets her like right in this area. So do you watch that whole ordeal, or do you just go back inside?
Good talk, Charlotte. Good talk.
Okay.
Shit. I'm putting myself on push to talk because Nikki said so, and I keep forgetting to push the button. No, when I see see Darkstep come out, I holler, "We've got a job," and I go inside to go eat my food.
Okay. All right.
All right. Whose turn is it now?
I mean, you should be pretty close to being done eating. The other two might be following.
I got a little bit of damage control to do.
I tell the group that what happened, or a little bit of what happened, saying that we need to wait for Darkstep to come, and I'll tell everybody the rest of that we have an actual job. I just tell them that, hey, that was the mayor. I need to speak to the group.
Okay.
All right. At this point, I appear in the doorway. I've eaten. I walk over. I'll put my plate and mug on the bar, nod to the bartender, turn around, take a quick survey of the surroundings and what's going on in the bar, and then I'll head over to the group.
Well, the only thing going on in the bar right now is the group. Everything else is vacant.
Cool. Well, I'll head over to the group.
Except for I think Renegade wanted to walk away and go do something.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk to right here, and then I'm just going to leave some gold for this here dwarf that I pissed off as an apology, because everybody speaks gold, right?
Yes.
Or no, wait,
yes.
will he? Like everybody speaks gold,
So
definitely.
you're trying to pay off his silence.
He's trying to grease some wheels.
No, I'm just trying to. I'm honestly just trying to say I'm sorry for being an asshole. So
I look at the rest of the group and say, "Do we trust the Wood Elf on his own?"
Yeah, because I'm just going to.
You're over there
mean-
talking. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to the rest of the group.
I mean,
Three
quite
gold
frankly, he went off on his own last time, and he just pissed off the guy at the forge. So at the worst, we know where to find him. He'll be dead at the forge. It'll be fine.
So
All right.
I'm going to
Great loss.
just remove 4 gold pieces and just yell out that I'm sorry, that I offended him, and just let him know that we found the girl, and then I'll just walk away to what place would have health potions? Would it be the lodge or the provisions?
It will most likely be the provisions. If you give me 1 second, I guess I need to leave Discord real quick because my Discord is acting up and everybody's starting to sound robotic, and it looks like it can't find a signal. So give me just a second.
Here, no problem.
Okay, that looks better now. All right.
Then before we come back to me, we can go back to the rest of the party.
Is the rest of the party going to do anything while they're waiting for Renegade?
I'm just gonna be drinking beer.
Okay.
Let the group know. I think we need to go to Hunter's Lodge and let them know what we went through, so that way they'll be more cautious when they go through the woods.
Were you guys able to hear him?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay.
He's going
For
to
some
the
reason,
Hunter's
it's not
Lodge.
picking you up talking.
He's going.
No, he
to
was
the
telling
Hunter's
the
Lodge.
he was telling the group he thinks we should go to the Hunter's Lodge to let them know what we ran into out there.
Oh yeah, that'd be a good idea.
Very cool.
I get up and go do.
Might want to mention it to the open market, the people that do the blueberries.
Yeah. I'll go let the people in the market know,
Okay.
and then we'll all just
Um,
meet back up here. Sound good?
I mean, that was gonna be my plan, just to walk back there and wait for you guys anyway. So.
I'm just gonna wait here for everybody to group up so I can tell them about the job.
Okay.
I'll
I'm
go
gonna walk to
inform the
open
hunter.
market. Let's see here. Get my mouse working.
Go after him. Then take it quick.
So I'm gonna come to the open market and kind of tell everybody what we ran into out there and just be careful.
Gotcha. They kind of look at you like, yeah, well, that's kind of understandable. That's why most people don't go into that part of the woods. But okay.
Specifically went to the one that told me about the berry trail. Does that sound better?
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
while-
he'll look at you and go, oh,
While we do the narrative, how much are like some health potions?
1 health potion is 50 gold.
1 health potion is 50 gold.
Yes.
Wow, never mind that I am out of this store so quick.
I could buy one.
Dude, I'm just gonna come back over here and group up and just sit down.
Run the fuck away.
And then I'm
For
gonna
health potions, and they were 50 gold apiece.
spend like 2 copper for
Okay.
an ale and drink my sorrows away because I can't afford a fucking.
He's gonna turn away your copper and just pour you an ale.
Aw. He's so nice.
He tries. He tries. All right, so you're back there. Waggy, you said you were gonna go to the Hunter's Lodge?
Yeah. Oh,
No,
Chris,
no, that
over
was
the Hunter's Lodge.
Chris.
I can't
Chris said
hear a
we
wolf
should
talk.
inform them, and I said, well, I'll.
Yeah, for some reason his headphones not picking them up. I don't know what's going on with it.
Everybody having mic issues.
I know, right?
Somehow, I got turned on mute on the.
Yeah, I saw that.
Got muted on the phone.
Ah, that makes sense.
No, off
Now
of
you're
Discord, they muted me.
Oh, that's weird.
Discord said you don't get to talk no more.
I guess not. They're tired of my bullshit. But yeah, I want to go over there and I want to tell them about the wolves and tell them what happened after we killed them and everything else that we seen through there and kind of help point it out on maps so they'll know.
All right, so I guess you and Waggy will walk over there together and kind of. It's the same lady behind the counter that was there last time, and she just kind of like puts her palm in her hand and her head against her palm and just kind of shakes her head, and she goes, "That's the reason that those are marked off with X's. We don't go there for that specific reason.
I want to
I
also
look at her and-
explain to you about the catacomb or whatever it was where we found the girl at.
Oh, the cemetery?
Yeah.
She'll kind of look at you sideways, and so you went into the woods and exited into the town's cemetery? Wow. That was nice little trek. Hopefully you didn't come back the way you went, because it's a lot easier just to come up the road.
I don't know which way we came back. We never specified.
No. We specified.
Oh, we did say we came back the same way.
No, we came back the shortcut. He definitely specified at the end that we came back on the shortcut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, pretty sure. we
Yeah,
did.
that's what we done. We walked back out the road and came back this way.
Oh, okay. Good.
That's why there's X's there. You guys went excavated the cemetery? Oh my god.
Goodness.
Oh my goodness gracious, that was so funny. Continue on, I'm sorry.
All right. So is everybody done with their walking around town?
Yep. I can't buy a health potion, I'm fine.
I told the people what I wanted to, just for fun.
I,
Because they're all
I-
cowards and don't go there anyways.
I tried to help smooth over the blacksmith for when I need to get my weapon. At least he'll
Oh.
talk to me. At
As
least
I
he'll
walk
talk to
past
me.
the blacksmith, I see some gold on the ground and pick it up.
No.
Uh,
Like, okay, I put the gold on the other side of the fence. Okay,
Still on
like
the
on
ground.
the inside of his fence. And a little envelope that or little, I don't know, piece of cloth, something. The point is
Did you
just there
sign
for
it
him.
so he knows who it's from?
I don't know.
The better question
just gonna-
is, did he actually make the mistake of calling him a dwarf?
Perhaps. I yelled and I said I'm sorry and I left the gold there. And I told him that we found the girl, so I'm assuming that he heard me. And so then I just walked away and we'll just assume that everything worked out. Let's just go. If not, well then I'll get the gold back some other way.
All right, so probably about 30 minutes goes by for you guys to do all that and meet back at the inn. So we're mid-morning, edging on like 11-ish.
So we are all aware and clued in about the mayor wanting a job for us, right?
Not
Yeah,
yet.
that's what she's getting ready to do.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Once the group's together, that's pretty much what I tell them, and I start heading that way.
Yeah, I mean, I followed because let's go adventure time. I'm down. Even though I heard that note about that, I'll keep what I heard in the back of my mind. But yeah, I'll go with Scarlet
Sure.
to the house.
I'm gonna follow Scarlet wherever we're supposed to be going because I don't see it on the map.
Okay, well, so you will head off this way to the mayor's house. And as you get close, this is what you see.
Oh, this guy living extra, ain't he?
Guys-
Wait,
Guys, I feel like I know why the town's run down.
yeah, like there is absolutely like just mud huts around us, and this guy's living like this.
The lapse of luxury.
The house looks pristine. The walkway looks pristine. Not a stone out of place, not a flower out of bloom, not a single thing, or weed poking up out of the ground.
And I no,
don't
I don't
trust
have
the
detect
man.
magic, so I don't have detect magic, so I can't detect anything like that. So never mind. We will continue on. I was gonna ask if I could do a check, but I can't. Let's go. My bad.
Pristine, super pristine mansion in the middle of a hut central. Crazy.
Yep.
I
You
quietly say to everyone under my breath that I don't trust the mayor.
And
you
I don't think so.
I nod in agreement. So we go to the door.
It'll be spells, won't it?
so you walk up to the door. Who's in the front?
I'll be second. I will be second.
that's a I don't want to be first.
Exactly.
I
Yes,
nominate Scarlet for tribute.
yes, Venture. We are playing D&D, so that is what we are doing right now.
Yeah, Scarlet can be first.
All right, Scarlet. They've nominated you to be the point on this. So, what do you do?
I'm gonna go ahead and head up to the door.
Okay.
I will
It-
follow right behind her.
As you can
I-
see in the picture,
can I
it's
go ahead
a
and knock on the
large door. Okay, you reach up to knock on the door, and right before you hit the knock, the door squeaks open. And you see a very, very old man standing before you. His skin is almost translucent. He's so pale, kind of hunched over, and he just looks right at you and goes, "Master has been expecting you."
Do
Okay.
we
And he-
see anybody
Can you
else?
lead the way?
You don't see anybody else. So he turns around and starts walking. Do you immediately follow him?
Yes, because I'm short, and if I don't, I'm gonna get falling behind.
Okay.
I will look back at Dark Step and kind of sort of like, should we go? Like, kind of look like, what do you think?
I'll say you follow the group. I'm going to investigate.
All right, I'll follow behind Scarlet.
Okay. So so you start following after him, Scarlet, as soon as he turns around and starts walking. He's already starting to leave you behind, and even more so than normal people would. Renegade, by the time you turn back around after saying what you said to Darkstep, you'll notice that he is almost around the corner and out of sight. So you're just lucky enough to see Scarlet still walking as she's going.
I will
Can
try
I
to catch
cast
up.
the Cloak of Shadow?
What is Cloak of Shadow?
You cloak yourself in a shadow, giving you advantage on dexterity, stealth checks against creatures that rely on sight. And concentration up to minute. I don't know.
Are you trying to sneak around?
Yes.
Oh, that's not the one.
I'd look at you and say, leave that to me.
So in a combat
Oh,
scenario,
nice.
that would be pretty good. Concentration up to 1 minute because that's 10 rounds. But in a game scenario, you'll make it in non-combat scenario, you'd make it like a quarter way around the house and have to cast it again because it only lasts for 1 minute.
He said he'll save that for later.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to try to be sneaky and just go around inside the building.
All right. Roll me a stealth check. And if anybody is not going in with them, you
18.
plan on doing anything else, you also need to roll me a stealth check.
I just followed along
Okay.
with Scarlet.
Wolf did an 18.
All right. So Wolf, you're trying to sneak around inside the house.
Yes. I want to investigate the inside, but gotta be sneaky about it.
Okay. You follow them in and try to kind of veer off and go a different direction than the way they went. And Scarlet, you'll notice the guy and abruptly stops in front of you and says, "Sir, this way, sir. Follow me."
But you're following us.
Dang, you're good.
Like,
I'll go back in the group.
Okay. He was leading you guys through what looks to be a large
oh wait,
dining room.
what's Woggy doing right now? He's
We're gonna get to him in just a second because he did not go inside.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He did.
As far as I know, he didn't go inside yet.
Nope.
So, you guys will be led through a large dining room and then into this large library, and kind of off the library is a small study where you will see the mayor sitting behind a desk with papers strung everywhere. He's continuing to write as soon as you guys walk in, and once he finishes the last little bit of what he's writing, he looks up and, "I've been expecting you. I am happy that you came by." He turns and kind of nods at the gentleman that led you here, and the gentleman that led you in said, "Master, do you want me to bring refreshments?" And the mayor kind of nods at him, and the guy just kind of walks away. So Woggy, what are you doing?
I'm going to, shall we say, well, as sneakily as I can, I'm going to do some reconnaissance around the building and see if I can find anything that's more out of place than the exuberant expenditure of this facility.
Within this Mud Hut village.
And yeah, just try and see if I can find anything that really stands out as, okay, there's something going on here.
All right, roll me a stealth check. Well, you think you're pretty well hidden. And now you need to roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Oh.
So you're going to spend your time stealthily walking around the outside of the estate, around the outside walls and everything. You're going to see a lot more of the same. Everything just looks so well kept. The only thing you will notice is you can tell the difference between what is the mayor's property and what is not, because the grass looks like it's dying. There's nothing being kept up over there. It doesn't look as healthy and wonderful as the mayor's estate does. And behind his estate, you will notice that he has a very large garden, like a rose garden. So that'll be kind of what you're doing on the outside looking around. What are my folks that are inside doing?
Okay, so obviously the three of us are talking to the mayor, right?
He's looking at
You
you.
haven't got that far yet.
He's looking at you and says,
Okay.
"Oh, thank you for coming, and I've been expecting you." And he just kind of looks at you. "So, are you going to take the job that I have for you, or are we gonna sit
What?
here and have a staring contest? What's going on?
What is this job? You can't expect me to take a job without knowing the details, right, sir? What's the job exactly?
I mean, kind of need you to do the same thing you did yesterday, but more in depth. I need you to go into the woods again.
Okay, but you say the same thing we did yesterday. We rescued a little girl yesterday. So you need us to rescue another little girl?
Well, we need you to rescue the entirety of the town. So, have you heard of the Legends of the Woods?
No, nobody would even talk to us about the damn woods.
Well, we heard something about a
They're
tower.
quiet. We heard they're quiet, and there's a tower somewhere that nobody
You
knows
know-
where.
Okay, all right. So you know about the tower.
Ish.
Yes,
The
we know of it.
Did you run into any creatures out there?
Shadow wolves.
Yeah, we ran into some weird wolves.
Okay,
The one guy in our group called him a shadow wolf.
Okay,
I don't have
and
one.
they were normal wolves but had shadow on them?
No, they like poofed into dust when we killed them.
Okay. So supposedly the founder of this village, or town, pleasant little place that we have here, was a bit of an eccentric wizard that liked to create things. And one of the things he created was this orb called the Orb of Shadows. We think that that's what causes the forest to have the weird effects that it has, but it seems like the shadows have been leaking out more and more. So we
They wanted us to
need
try to find this orb.
I need someone to brave the forest and try to find this orb and bring it back to me.
What do you want it?
Because
man.
then I can seal it away and maybe keep the shadows from affecting my town anymore.
Would it be okay
What?
if we end up destroying it in the mission?
No. You must bring it back whole. No damage.
Okay, all right. So
Just
we
in
have.
case, worst case scenario, if it does get destroyed, what would happen?
You would rip a hole in the fabric of our plane of existence and open it to the realm of shadows, a doorway in which might engulf this whole town within a week. And further, if it doesn't get closed after that.
So we go get your magical orb. What is the what's our reward? Obviously we're not gonna do this for free. The little girl, like that was an exception. But I'm not gonna go trudging back in those woods to go get an orb for nothing.
Well, whatever other items that you find in the tower, they're yours to keep, as well as I will pay you 10 gold.
See,
A piece?
He looks at you and he kind of gives a little bit of a smile. Yes, a piece. So
She's so sweet.
50 gold for the whole lot.
10 gold a piece. Okay, wait. How much intimidation do I need to try to force more gold without?
Before you even tried to intimidate, I look at him and go, a health potion is 50 gold. I feel like an orb that could destroy your whole city is worth a lot more than one health potion.
He goes,
Good call.
I mean, I'm not the seller of the health potion, so I can't
No,
tell
but we
you
have
what
to
they
keep
they
them
mark it
so we
up
don't
for you
die out there.
guys.
And they are your citizens.
Yeah, and when I go out and want to buy a health potion, I can buy one for 10 gold. I don't know why they're marking it up for you guys.
Okay,
Well,
all
if you
right.
want us to do this, we're gonna have to require something up front. So, I say 10 gold apiece plus a couple health potions.
He'll reach down in his drawer and he'll pull out 3 health potions. He goes, "You can have those."
Now I'll take them. That's better than nothing.
And when you reach up to
Yes.
take him, he goes, "Okay, so that means you're accepting my job." Okay, got it. Thank you.
Yeah.
I bow to the guy and apologize for them and thank him again for his generosity.
I pick up the short thing and start walking off.
Hey,
Well, don't forget to add the health potions to your inventory.
Yeah, don't forget to do that, because if you do, you ain't got them.
It didn't happen.
Yep.
I just
We can't use them if you don't got them.
Wolf said that he grabbed them,
Yep.
so he's the only one that has them.
Yes.
I
Until he
just
hands them
kind
out
of-
to other people.
give the guy a once over, kind of think about what I heard Doran say, take note of all the lavishness around me, and just sort of just walk out.
All right, as you guys go to walk out, you will see the servant that led you in there standing there with a tray with several glasses on it, each of them filled with what looks to be tea.
Sorry, bud. We kind of finished our conversation already. I don't drink tea.
I'm being carried, so I really have no choice.
He just kind of looks at you guys and says, "Okay, have a nice day."
Thank you. Bye.
All right, so by the time you guys make it back out the front, you'll you'll be sitting up there waiting on them, Woggy.
Yep.
Darts, rogue, with the other one, sorcerer.
We're doing all of this for 50 gold and 3 health potions. Are you guys kidding me right now? We are going on a dangerous mission to get some super dangerous artifact for nothing.
I look at the wood elf and go, let me guess, you were talking.
No, actually, I didn't say anything. I said nothing. I just asked what the job was and how much the payment was.
Hey, I at least got it increased by 3 health potions.
I got an increase from 10 to 50.
Oh wait, it's 50 gold a piece?
No, it's 10 gold apiece,
But
50
total
gold
50
overall.
gold.
He was originally only going to give us 10 for the group. That's why I asked for a piece. And I got it for each of us 10 gold.
So after getting a quick rundown from everyone of what went down inside, I look at the group and say, there's something definitely shady going on here. This
Oh yeah. We'll
This
talk
whole
more about
area-
this once we make it into the woods.
You don't say, Dark. You don't say that there's something going on around here.
Yeah, my point being is no one handles
Health potion.
that.
Y'all hold on to these, 'cause y'all gonna be up in front. Y'all might as well keep them. I
Okay,
keep one
wait.
for myself though.
So how do I add a? Wait. Okay, who are you giving these health potions to first?
Renegade,
Dude.
Nikki, and Wolf will have them.
Okay, so
So
how
we
do
each
I
have
add?
one.
How do I add a health potion?
Go to manage inventory.
Add custom item or just add items?
It
Oh,
should end up
filter?
bringing up a thing. Yeah. You can go to
Add
potions
items, and then
and then look for a health potion.
I pulled up a lecture of health.
elixir of health.
It should be like 2d4 plus 4, I think.
Filter by type, potion, armor, staff, wand, other gear. Health. Okay, I got. Oh wait, would it be a potion of healing? Is that what we're?
Yes, it'll be a potion of healing.
Okay, so add to equipment. Yeah.
Correct.
Add one of these.
Okay. Yep, one potion of healing. Okay. All right, so we're all caught up, and
Well,
we
first,
all know what's going on.
I just want to bring to attention that this mayor has asked for the shadow orb. No mere human handles anything from the
Again,
shadow
we'll
realm.
talk about this when we get to the Silent Woods, where people can't eavesdrop on what we say.
This is true. This is probably a conversation better off not have right in front of the mayor's mansion.
Very cool.
Was you able to find anything while you was searching around?
He asked as
Nothing.
they are leaving the gate.
Yeah. We should be.
Nothing.
I guess. Wait, are we all walking to our? Yeah, are we walking to the quest spot, to the woods?
Yeah, I'd say we're probably heading straight for the woods.
All right.
Just gonna say first.
He said quest spot, not death.
Oh man.
So
All
we
right.
start heading for the woods.
Okay, you head towards the woods the same way you went out to them last time.
Through the bush. Wait, no. Can we take the quick way back to the cemetery area?
I mean, that takes you to the edge of the woods. So, I
Would
mean,
we
if that's
be
what
better
you want.
off, like at there?
I say we
Okay,
go to the
wait,
trails
would we
because
be-
the trails are going to probably lead closer to the tower.
Hang on. How about we let the DM inform us of what our options are?
True.
Your options are you can enter the woods
That's
at
very
any
pretty.
point that you want to enter at, and you can or you could go to the cemetery and enter the woods, or you can go back to the point that you entered the woods from to begin with. Your choice.
I think the best route would be going towards the trail because I figured that cobblestone trail led. Yeah, I think the cobblestone is probably going to be the most likely to lead toward the tower because that's where they have the most disappearances.
Do we risk asking the mage to send up his blind bird?
I mean, probably wouldn't be a bad plan. Maybe he'll get lucky on this one and get a better bird.
They're going to hire up a bat. That's probably see better than that bird did.
I wiggle my way around so that I'm sitting on Nikki's shoulder instead of just being carried, staring backwards.
Will.
All right, so you guys make it to the edge of town. Are you heading towards the path that you know of, the cemetery, or just straight out into the woods?
I think I'm going to take the path that we took to go to the trails.
The cobblestone?
So the path we know of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I will follow suit because that's where the rest of the party's going. I should stick with them.
Okay. So you make it through the path. It takes you probably about an hour or two to get back to the cobblestone path. woods are eerily silent again. Does anybody want to do anything during that time frame?
Can I roll a perception check? And do I get an advantage for being on the big guy's shoulders?
Sure.
Sure.
So when
Yeah.
you get ready to roll your perception, right click it, click advantage, and then click roll.
Oh, 19.
19?
Yeah, 19.
Okay. It looks just as quiet and ominous as it did before. There's nothing that really seems all that different. It is definitely a little bit more like it feels drearier, but you're not really seeing anything that's out of place.
But I so far don't see no shadow creatures yet.
Not currently, no.
Why I keep rolling? What am I doing?
I will once
I bet
again
it's my
just
space
kind
bar.
of sort of just say that we should check out maybe the cemetery again, because that is where we did find the girl, so they must have taken her there for some reason.
Well, I kind of counteract that and say, no, we've already gone that way. And we're looking for the tower. The tower probably would have had a road to it. Cobblestone Road seems most legit to me.
That is what the townspeople said.
They said every time somebody goes down the Cobblestone Road, they never reappear. Sounds like something strong down there. Might be where the tower's located.
Well, no, they also said that the tower is down the cobblestone path.
They said they have no clue where the tower is.
Yes,
Or
they don't know exactly where the tower is.
Or there's
They
a
just know
pit down
out there.
there waiting for, or there's a pit down there and waiting for death.
Well, then
Well,
I
let's
guess
go
our road
find
will have
out.
to keep an eye out. Hey, while we're stopped here at the crossroads, I bring up the fact that I really don't think we should take this orb back to him. That seems really suspicious to me.
Well,
I
yeah,
agree with.
I like to cast Find Familiar, and I agree with Nikki. I want the
yeah, like
orb.
true. He shouldn't have it. Does that mean we should keep it, right? No, yeah, definitely we should keep the orb. Like that guy should not have it. We should have it, right? Like it's better off in our hands, obviously.
You are messing with Dark Realm things in which the only people here
I
that
know
might have a
it.
chance of handling them is myself and the mage. This is something we should not be playing with.
All
We
right,
need to
fine.
be extremely cautious.
Okay, so once we have the orb, and he knows we're gonna have the orb when we come back alive, what do we do then? Because he's going to want it. And I don't think this guy is like somebody who's just willingly going to let this orb just go.
And well, by the looks of his grounds, that gardening of his wasn't no natural gardening achieves what that place is. At the back, there was literal a field of roses out the back of his house, and yet right on the verge of his property, it's dead, nearly dead past that. That's not natural.
Do we have
Something's
anything that can detect like illusion magic?
Spell slots when we get back. I don't mind checking, but I did not want to use any spell slots.
You're muted.
I'm sorry. Let me repeat this. I have detect magic, but I did not want to waste a spell slot before we go adventuring since I'm the healer.
This
So
is
if
true.
we get back, I don't mind casting it before we give it to the guy or talk to the guy, but I didn't want to waste one at the time. That's why I didn't speak up.
All right, all right.
First off,
Good
we need
choice.
to find the tower and discover why the orb is there to begin with.
Sounds like
'Cause
a plan.
I don't trust
I
what
don't
the
trust
mayor said
Mayor
about.
Dracula back there.
Even though we could have done the detect magic and just done a long rest before we set out, but that's besides the point.
A long rest. We've only been
Oh my God,
awake a couple of
renegade.
hours. Like how
Hey, I'm
typical
just saying.
lazy wood elf.
Strategic wise,
Fucking lazy ass. What else?
anyways, so
All right, so
we're
we
at this
start our way down the
crossroads.
cobblestone.
All right, who's in the lead?
Your perception.
I am
All right,
holding a
Uh,
little person.
roll me the two people in the lead. Roll me perception checks.
Mine not count from a second ago?
Nope. Even though I still really can't hear you.
Hey, can I just use my passive perception here of a 14?
No, that's not how that works.
That's all right. The one on my shoulder's got a 22.
I got a 22.
All right. So you kind of, when you start down the cobblestone path, you feel like you passed through something. It didn't feel ominous. It didn't feel negative. It just felt like there was something there that gave you a little bit of a chill.
Okay. Is there any way that I can tell exactly what it is that we passed through? Like if it's the Fae?
Roll me an arcane check.
That's
It
a
was
net.
looking good there for a second.
I
Yeah.
turned to the group and I let them know.
So as she turns to let you guys know, when you turn around to go and look their way, you see nobody.
We poofed.
Did we walk through this with them yet?
I mean, this is all happening at like a 6-second interval, so they're right ahead of you. So she'll be turning around to go say something, not see you, and then all of a sudden the next person will appear.
Oh,
So
okay.
whoever is next needs to roll me a perception check.
I guess
I'll do next.
Okay,
Oh.
you go next. No, you can go next. You can go through the weird point thing before me.
Perception of 15.
You don't recognize. You don't notice anything. You just kind of keep on walking. You see them ahead of you, and you keep on following them.
I'll go after him. I'll get a 20.
Okay. You notice something
You
a
thought that was
little.
you again, didn't you?
You notice
Sorry.
something a little bit off. Like a little bit of like a pressure when you were walking forward. The second you hit the cobblestone path, but like I said to Scarlet, it doesn't feel negative. It doesn't feel evil. It just feels odd.
Like I went.
Oh,
Like okay, okay. I will yell out. Did anybody just feel that?
I didn't feel shit.
I told you that if there's a field or something that we walk through, because I can feel the difference.
Well, I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Pay attention.
I guess sound doesn't pass through it either. Which would
I
mean
have a question for the DM.
Yes.
Me being Shadowfell, Lost, would I not automatically detect if there's anything Fae around?
You have a higher potential to detect it. But that's only if it's Fae. or shadow.
Okay, right. Yep. Just curious. Just curious.
So you're the last
So
one
would he
going
get an
through.
advantage if he checks an Arcana? Out of character
Um,
asking. Sorry.
well,
If it's that.
if it's that, sure. If not, no. So you're the last one to walk through. You roll me a perception check.
Okay. There it is. That one.
Didn't feel shit.
Yeah, you walk through and you keep on following the party. You don't notice anything. It's not till you get on the cobblestone path that you hear Scarlet and Renegade talking about passing through something that you even know anything's going on.
Okay, yep. Something's definitely going on.
I explained to the group how it made me feel.
Okay.
So we passed
must
through
say-
something that wasn't ominous, just felt like pressure, and apparently you can't hear on the other side of it. Okay.
And it wasn't, and apparently it wasn't Fey or Shadowfell because, yeah, nothing stood the hairs on my back of my neck.
Your spidey senses did not tingle.
Exactly.
My senses did not tingle. There
Sounds
was
legitimate
no
enough to me.
disturbance.
Well,
There
guys,
was no
I
disturbance within the force.
say we continue on this path because that makes me really feel like we're getting closer to whatever we're supposed to be going after.
I
Mm.
will.
Just as a hint, how about you allow me to scout forward, seeing as how I am a rogue? It
If you
might
want, but I
be
mean-
advantageous.
If you want, that's up to you. I was just going because I figured I'd be hard to hit, and I've probably got more health than any of you guys.
Yeah, but I can do it stealthily and be out and back and unseen, hopefully.
You can go ahead and scout ahead then.
I want to send my bird up into the air and do a perception check with it, if I can.
How high are
And
you
I
sending
should
it up?
Probably roll.
10 feet. Or as high as, 10 feet, I think, as high as it can go.
All right, so 10 feet is as high as it can go. You send it up, it's just floating about 10 feet above you, and roll me a perception check with it.
16.
Hey, this one's not quite as blind as the other one.
It's looking around, it's seeing a bunch of like foliage, but not seeing any creatures or anything like that. It's not seeing anything out of the normal.
Well, from what I tell the group, from what I can tell, everything's, there's nothing out of place through these woods,
we-
but
Flap its wings this time.
Yeah, but like your bird is blind, so how can we trust it?
You cannot hear the bird's wings flapping.
Okay. Wondering if the barrier we went through actually affected that or not.
I should I roll a stealth check before
Yes.
shooting off ahead?
Yes.
I'm just following merrily along. Do.
Oh,
We're following a good ways behind them.
All right. You feel like you're fairly well
25.
hidden. About how far ahead are you going to go, each time?
They keep about 100 foot.
So it goes about, you guys start traveling down this path for about an hour. So we're a little bit past noon. It's roughly 1:30, 2 o'clock now. And you'll come into it first, Waggy. You'll come into a kind of a clearing, but not really. You'll see a stream kind of running through it. But what really sticks out to you is all the spider webs all over the trees. So what do you do?
First of all, I'll roll an investigation to see if I pick up anything more than what I just see
Off the top.
off the bat.
Okay. So no, you just see in the spider webs. You are noticing several very large cocoons. But like not much more than that. So do you continue on ahead, or do you?
Can I investigate the nearest cocoon a little more?
Sure, you can roll. You can go up to it, and you'll notice one that's kind of right off the path. That's laying on the ground currently.
Yep.
Okay.
That one. And investigation again.
Yep. All right, so you go over to it. It seems kind of thin, and you take out a little dagger or whatever, kind of cut it open a little bit, and you look inside of it, and the first thing you'll see is a human skull.
Okay, the human skull. So, yep, we're dealing with something nasty. I will head back to the point where I entered the clearing and I just park myself in the shadow of whatever bush or tree nearest to that and wait for the rest of the group.
Okay. About 20 seconds later ish, the rest of the group is coming right up on you. So what do you do?
I'll step out from the shadow and let everyone know what I've discovered first off. And suggest we get prepared because giant spiders could be interesting.
Yeah, this don't look too good. And you said there was a skull inside the one cocoon?
Yeah. So I think we've discovered why the townsfolk have not been returning.
Quick question.
Yes.
I just thought of this. Since I have wings, can I fly up above the treetops and see if I can see the tower and make sure we've been going in the right direction?
You can fly up, but you'll get about to the canopy top, and you'll feel that similar pressure that you did before. And you pass through it really no problem. But once you get above it, you get above the trees, you kind of look around, and you can't really see anything but trees.
Can she hear anything?
Above the canopy, like you're out and above the canopy, there's nothing around for. I mean, she can hear the wind
She can hear the wind now?
when she's above the canopy. Yes.
Okay, I fly back down and let them know.
The second you
So,
pass back through the treetops, you'll the wind sound will completely vanish, and just a little bit below the treetops, you'll feel that similar pressure as you pass through something again.
It was worth a shot. I just remembered I had wings.
It's fine.
It almost sounds like we're in a bubble of silence of some description.
something like that. Yeah. Now, since there were bones in that one, we need to check the rest of these cocoons and make sure there's no people we can save in here, guys. But we also need to stay prepared for being attacked.
Be aware of what the cocoons are attached to, because obviously
Exactly.
spiders are so preferably investigate the ones that are not attached.
Guys, look.
Somebody say bones?
Look. I know that we should investigate the coos for people, but I mean they're probably already dead, and if we disturb the coos, then we risk the spiders coming. So maybe casualties of war, and we just cut our losses and just continue on. I think that sounds like a good idea.
The
What
whole
if
point
there
of
are
doing
some
this
that are
is to save people. We're trying to save this village, dude. Come on now. Quit being a coward.
what if
And the
there's
dead
still
could have
somebody
some
there?
handy loot.
Fine, I will start checking cocoons with the rest. That are not attached to anything. How many
Okay.
are not attached to anything? How many are not attached to
One was not attached to anything, and that was the one that Woggy already opened. The other 4 are hanging above the ground, probably about 6 feet above the ground, but they're within reasonable reach for some people.
Okay, so like
Can
where
I just fly out and cut open each one without touching the actual spider web?
How can you cut the spiderweb cocoon without touching the spiderweb?
Well, I meant the actual spider web part, just the cocoon.
Oh, okay. Let me make sure I have my dice at the ready. All right. Roll me a sleight of hand check.
Not too bad.
$17.
All right. So you get the first cocoon, you get it cut open. This one is just bones as well. You move on to the second one.
Do I do a sleight of hand each time?
Yep.
It's like a piata. I start walking up,
I
beating up the
killed that
bones
one.
that fell.
So you go to cut this one open, and you get about halfway through it, and it feels like your dagger is kind of stuck, or your sword, or whatever you're using to cut it open. And you kind of try to move it a little bit, and you see the cocoon start to bounce up and down a little bit. And there goes a spider across my screen. Awesome. Lovely. Thanks, Blue. That was appreciated.
It doesn't really matter how the vibration spiders can sense just about anything if as long as their web moves.
Yeah. So we need to roll initiative.
All right. Ooh, 12.
I don't even know what I rolled. Too many things came up at the same time.
We'll
I
go
got a
through
9, I
it.
think.
We'll go through it in just a second because I'm going to throw up the turn order tracker and add a turn for everybody.
So we're all rolling an
got a 9.
investigation, was it?
No, you're rolling a you're rolling
Initiative.
your initiative because
We're about to fight.
4 spiders have descended from the webs above.
Is that saving throws initiative?
No, dead center your thing all the way at the top.
Right beside your armor class.
All right, let's kill some bugs.
Just hang on. I'm trying to, where the hell armor class? I don't see armor class.
All the way at the top of your character sheet, you should see your saving throws, which would be like your strength and all those. to the right of that, on the opposite side of where it says acrobatics. You should see what
yeah,
says
I mean,
initiative.
yeah.
So it's just right there beside armor class.
It's a little bit different on the computer screen.
Oh.
All right, so we
I mean,
will
it's still next to
start
armor class. But
with
also,
Wolf.
yeah.
What was your initiative?
I got a 6.
Okay. Renegade, what was yours?
I got a 12, I believe.
Sounds about right. Waggy, do you have
Yeah,
yours?
he got a 12.
11.
Nikki?
9.
Oh, this is going to be a great night for rolls, guys.
Don't say that. Don't say that like that.
9.
Okay, it's not looking pretty for us right now.
A 9 as well.
Yep.
Okay. We'll set these in the rolled order.
What is the armor class on these spiders?
You're going to have to try to hit one and find out. All right. So
Ugh.
first up, it is my
The
turn.
spiders? Why do the spiders get to go first? No.
They rolled higher than us.
No.
That they kind of did drop in on us. They should have even rolled with advantage.
That's true. This is true.
They didn't, and I still rolled
I know.
higher.
They did have.
Dude, I still got a 17, he says.
Well, I had 15, and they get +2, so. All
Either
right.
way, it was first. Period. Done. Finito.
Pretty much. This one is going to move in and try to bite the wizard. Let's see. So this one can move to about there. This one can move to about there. And this one is going to move in and go after the small one. The one on our friendly neighborhood wizard is going to hit armor class 14.
Armor class is 15.
Okay, so that misses. The one on our storm cleric is going to hit
Body back.
armor class 17.
Mine's an 18.
So those will both miss. And right before my turn ends, I want all of you to roll me a perception check real quick.
All right. I got a.
I got a 20.
Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay.
Great.
You won't
Yeah,
notice.
21.
You'll notice. Nikki will notice.
I don't notice anything.
I don't notice nothing.
You nor Woggy.
I don't see Woggy's roll yet. That was his
He got a
initiative.
6.
Oh,
Fucking
Yeah.
6. Here we go again.
all right. So Nikki and Wolf will both get a brief glimpse. These spiders are relatively big. They're not huge creatures. They would be, larger than your normal spiders. Probably like the closest way I would be able to describe it is
Describe.
describe. Yeah, that's the word I meant. Is like a small dog, like a small dog size is what these spiders are. You are going to get a glimpse of this one that is descending upon you. And just as the two of you catch a glimpse of it, it kind of shimmers a little bit and completely disappears.
It went above the barrier.
Oh, it was descending down.
Oh, wait a minute. Cheater! Cheater!
Somebody should suggest that we do dancing lights. I mean, what? Anyway.
All right. So that ends my turn. That will make it now your turn, Renegade.
Okay, so let's see here. These here folks can, I suppose, deal with these two spiders that are on either side of them. So I'm gonna go for this spider, which is definitely within range.
Okay.
I
Roll to
yeah,
hit.
I go to equipment. No, not equipment. It's actions. There we go.
Yep.
And then this one. Yep. I will hit for 24.
That hits armor class 24. So yes, that'll hit.
All right, and then I will do 11 slashing damage.
All right. You swing as that spider is dangling on its web and just slice it completely in half.
Yay, I got rid of one lonely little spider.
Woo, good job.
All right. Does that
Yeah,
end your
but
turn?
yeah, I guess I can't really do anything else. There's no need for me to do anything else, so I'm fine. Yeah, but see, now I'm out here all alone, and usually just when something big comes down and hits me for half my health.
All
Just
right,
Should have thought about
Woggy.
that before you ran up there.
Woggy, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to shoot. This one. If it lets me ping it. No. I'm gonna
Okay.
attempt to shoot that one with my crossbow.
All right. Roll to hit.
Which is which one do I gotta roll?
The one that says hit / DC.
Duh. That one.
Nope. That was. Oh yeah, you rolled an 11. That'll miss.
For fuck's sakes.
Well, we definitely okay. So we know that 24 will definitely hit, but we know that 11 misses. So somewhere
Correct.
between 11
Correct.
and
Correct.
24. Somewhere between 11 and 24.
That's so helpful.
I know.
All right. That makes it your turn, Nikki.
All right, I'm gonna flip around behind this spider so I get an advantage
Okay.
and try to smack it down.
Roll to hit.
I crit 26.
Ooh, it's dead.
Roll your damage.
You deal like 2 damage to it.
Sadly enough, dang near, not 16.
All
It'd be
right.
crazy if we rolled like on that one there.
I had a 2 and it showed a 0, and I was thinking, I didn't think you could get 0. That's a 10, duh.
All right. So you swing at that one and it almost like disintegrates.
He eviscerates it in one swing. It's just done.
Yeah. You used your weapon as a fly swatter, it looks like. It just turned into a mist. Okay.
Hey guys, by the way, something disappeared up there that was coming down on us, and it looked bigger than these.
Well, that's great news. Thanks for that.
I had to
Can
tell you
I-
guys, I just seen it a second ago.
All right. That makes it Scarlet's turn.
I'm gonna attack the one that tried to bite me.
Okay. Roll to hit.
No, you can probably uninstall it.
19.
Right.
19 will hit. All right.
5 points of damage. And is it still hurt or alive? is so I want to attack it again.
You're using your hand axe, so that would be slashing damage. It will be dead. You cut it clean in half. With green
Okay.
ooze coming out of it.
Then am I able to move to this guy and attack it with my other weapon since I have dual wielding?
If you have the movement for it, which you should, because he's only 20 feet away from you ish.
I don't know how to
Bum
move
rush it.
myself, but if you can come over
Grab it
and
and drag it.
Yeah, just grab it and drag it.
Make sure to put on the pointer one, not the
Yeah, the pointer, not the hand. There you go. And roll to hit.
whoops. I hit the space bar so I can talk, so it's gonna roll, but that's not my roll.
It's a D6 anyway, so
Bedtime. Bedtime.
Yeah, I think that's gonna hit.
that'll hit.
Come-
Alexa, stop.
For
All
now.
right. So this one will officially be sliced in half.
That was my warhammer, so smushed.
Smushed. You kind of swing it and catch it and slam it straight into the ground, and just green guts just splash out everywhere.
Gooey.
Y'all got some big bugs out here.
Okay.
Yes,
well,
yeah.
Shorty.
Okay, so now that that is over,
Well, now it will be Wolf's turn.
I want to see if I can do a perception check and see what's if I can see the big one up top. That's above us.
Might be a good idea to also send your bird up too.
Yeah. That too.
All right.
So I did double perception. One for me, one for the bird.
Yep, sure, go ahead.
I got a 15.
And a blind
4.
bird.
Is that
and
bird
a
again?
blind bird.
The bird ran into the damn tree.
Pretty bad that you can see better than your bird.
I think that's. I think I'm just gonna feed the spiders the birds.
All
can
right.
have it. Whatever you are, you just leave me alone. I trade you my life for that bird.
All right. So the bird doesn't see anything, and you're looking around, you're seeing all the webbing and stuff like that, but you are not seeing where this spider is whatsoever.
I tell the group, I think we need to burn the webs down.
That,
Is that-
may be
That
a
might be
job
fun.
for me.
Does that end your turn?
Yeah.
All right. That makes it my turn.
I see what you're doing there, Necro.
What do you mean that makes it my turn? How do we?
The big one that we can't see. It still has a turn. Oh crap!
As several more dog-sized spiders drop in around you guys, and Renegade, you're looking at the two that drop in behind you, and all of a sudden you feel a huge presence just appear out of nowhere directly behind you.
I quit it. I'm done. I don't want to play anymore. No, why did the big one face me to hit me for half my damage?
Because you ran away from the group.
By the way,
The dumb thing is he could have thrown a spear.
this one right here, this is where the big one started out at. You're the closest one at the time that he moved.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured that when you said that he moved. I knew I was cooked. So let's go. dude.
All right.
roll.
The first one is going to hit armor class. The big guy is going to hit armor class 19 on you.
No, I'm armor class 20. No, I'm 17.
Okay. So, all right. Now you need to make me a Constitution saving throw.
So I hit constant. I hit constant. Nikki, it's this button right here, right?
It's the one under
Or the
saving throws.
throws box.
Saving throws
On the
box,
left
and you
of
hit
the whole box, it says
Constitution.
saving
Saving
throw.
throws box, Constitution. This box right here with the plus by K. All right,
Awkward.
I got 20, dude. That 20 off the bat. Yep,
Yeah,
it's a 9.
as you're
It's a
9.
It's a 9. Shut up. Shut up. You're ruining it. You're ruining it.
Okay. Do you want me to roll the damage, or do you want to take the average?
I think I'll take the oh my god, what would be
Well, let me tell you, you're going to take 7 points of piercing damage just from the bite, but the poison I have to roll is a total of 4d8s worth of damage.
Oh, you're going down.
I'm dead. Okay, so that's if you roll it. What's the average? So no matter what that's happening.
4d8 is what I would roll. If I roll it, there's a chance that I could roll 4 ones, and you only get 4 points of damage. The average is definitely going to be higher than that.
I guess roll. So you said I'm taking 7 points off the
Plus
bat,
whatever
right?
he says. Yep.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right.
All right, so you'll take 13 points of poison damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Not dead, just passed out right now.
By the way, if it was the average, it would have been 18 points.
Had 11. So I take.
You're going to be at 0, so you're going to fall unconscious.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Yep. And as that happens, this one will immediately shimmer and disappear.
Failure, success, death save 0. Or wait, so
You haven't gotten to that point.
Okay.
But if the poison reduces the target to 0 hit points, the target is stable, but poisoned for 1 hour, even after regaining hit points, and is paralyzed while poisoned in this way. So you're not dying. You don't have to make death saves. You can check off 3 saves. You're stable.
You're just useless for an hour.
Do I put it as 1?
You would put it as 3 successes.
Oh, like this?
Yeah. So you're stable. You don't have to worry about dying. You're just not gonna be able to gain health for an hour.
Well, if he can gain health, but he'll be paralyzed for the next hour, unless somebody has something to get rid of paralyzation.
I don't think we do.
Well, while I'm sitting here on the ground, useless and can't do anything, allow me to look in my inventory while you all do your thing.
All right, so that means that all of my other spiders get to attack, and since you're already down, this one's gonna move to here, and this one's gonna move to here. All right, so first spider on Nikki will hit armor class 12.
Miss.
Second one, who has advantage, will hit armor class 9.
Miss.
Third one that has advantage will hit a natural 20.
That misses.
Yeah, you wish. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
That is going to be an 18.
All right, so you pass. So you take a total of 2 points of damage.
All right.
Okay. The 2 on Wolf. The first one doesn't have advantage. He will hit armor class 15.
That's what my armor class is. Is 15.
All right. So you need to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, it's Winston. Constitution.
Eaten by a spider.
It says
No, that's
nature.
Constitution check.
Oh. Bro, I'm gonna be Frodo in Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that's exactly what's going on, actually.
At 11?
Yeah, I got
I
11. But I
know.
think me being a Daphne, I'm immune to narcotic damage.
Good thing it's not necrotic. It's poison damage.
Poison.
Yep.
Can I
So-
do a survival check to see if there's anything I can do?
You're unconscious.
about-
You can't do shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is not good.
You're unconscious and paralyzed. You ain't doing nothing.
All right, so you'll take 1 point of piercing damage from the spider's bite on you, and then you'll take 3 points of poison damage on top of that. And I need you to roll me another Constitution save because the next one hit armor class 18.
So take 3.
Take 3. Yep.
And then a con save.
Yep.
$14.
Alrighty. So you will take another 1 point of damage. All right.
So 14 boosts of poison. At least the little ones.
The other one that's on Woggy is going to attack him and hit armor class 8.
I'm 15.
Okay. 2 on Scarlet. First one is going to hit armor class 17.
Miss.
That's a miss.
Okay. And the second one rolls with advantage. If a 17 miss, then a 15 is surely going to miss. So
Yes, sir.
that will end.
Wait a minute.
That will make it Renegade's turn, but he is unconscious currently, so we'll move right along to Woggy.
Before all this started,
Uh,
I just
I'm
want to say,
going-
let's leave them alone. Let's just leave the Cocoons alone. They're already dead.
you
Let's
can't.
cut their losses.
can't s-
Continue on.
You
No.
can't say anything. You're paralyzed.
I said before this started. I just said that. Let's just continue on. The Cocoons, they don't mean nothing. They're already dead. Let's just go on with our day. And
Never
now
know what
this
you might
is
find.
happening.
I'm going to. That one there. I'm gonna attempt to throw my adamantine dagger at it, which has the whenever this weapon or piece of ammunition hits an object, the hit is a critical hit.
Well, it's within 5
If
feet, so you can't really throw it at it. You'll have disadvantage if you throw
Okay.
it at it, but you can use it on it.
Well then, I'll attempt to use it on it then.
That works. Roll to hit. That'll hit.
Lovely. And that hit is a critical hit.
Mm-hmm.
So what's next?
Yeah, roll your damage. Well, you don't technically have to roll your damage because they only have 1 hit point. So if as long as you hit, it's dead.
But also, being that it's a critical hit, doesn't that automatically?
All right. I wish you
Kill it
guys a
anyway?
good night.
Critical hits don't auto kill; they do double damage.
Okay.
With
Okay,
1 HP, sure, it's an auto kill.
I mean, a hit is an auto kill. Okay, critical hit is definitely an auto kill when it has 1 HP.
I can't.
Yep.
The next time there's gonna be more spiders, and the big ones are gonna start dragging me away. I'm gonna die.
Can you do it quietly?
I'll try.
All right, does that end your turn, Woggy?
Get over there. Be quiet about it.
Hey, Blue.
Yeah, I don't think I can do anything else.
All right, on my turn, since
Yeah.
I realize how small they are and everything, can I just run around and stomp on them?
You can roll to hit them with an unarmed strike, and it'll still kill them, but you'll only get 1
I mean,
attack.
they're probably about the size of my shoe. I should be able to just step on them.
But they're pretty agile.
That would be acrobatics check then, wouldn't it?
No, you still have to roll to hit.
Aw, you suck.
I don't know what Siege is trying to say there. So he's a kind DM, but with all the little ellipses, it kind of means to me that he's being sarcastic.
Oh yeah, that's how I took it too. That's why I put chaotic evil definitely.
All right, let's see here. Well, then I'm going to swap to using my battle axe in one hand so I can punch at the other spider, and I'm going to try to hit them both.
All right, roll to hit. I have absolutely no clue what you're rolling with these silly dice.
My first was 11.
That will miss.
All right, and my unarmed strike is a 24.
That will hit.
All right.
And it's dead.
All right. And then I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And try to hit the other one that's next to me.
Which one? This one? Or this one?
That one. And
Okay.
that was a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then I'm going to unarmed strike the other one.
Okay.
For a 23.
That'll hit.
I just sat there and flailed pretty much to kill everything around me.
Oh.
And then I'm going to kind of move across from this one so next turn we can finish it off if it's not already dead.
All right. That'll make it Scarlet's turn.
Can I tell that Renegade is stable?
Your person wouldn't run away from
You
two creatures at the same time anyways.
Oh, but I was
you
just
can
asking.
he looks pretty rigid, so you either believe he's stable and paralyzed or rigor mortis is already dead. Either
He's
way,
either dead or okay.
from this distance without moving over to him and making a medicine check, you really wouldn't be able to tell.
Can I make a medicine check? Because I've got a +7 in that. I should tell or should know rigor mortis doesn't set that fast.
Well, you would know that rigor mortis doesn't set that fast. That's why you're assuming he's paralyzed.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, I was just playing devil's advocate there and being sarcastic with
You've seen him paralyzed once before. You should know this.
All right. I can't hear you. Your mic's muted.
I'm gonna attack the one spider
Okay, roll
with
to
the
hit.
hand axe.
That one misses.
My first one was a 12, but since I had the space bar
Oh,
held
okay.
down, I'm gonna have
A-
to change my push to talk. I'm sorry. That's why there's 2. But the first
it's-
one was a 12.
A 12 will hit. A 12 is their
Okay.
armor class.
So first one's dead.
Yeah. That one's dead. You gonna roll your warhammer on the other one right next to you?
Yes. Do you see my rolls?
I do. Your warhammer hit armor class 20, so that one is also dead.
I'm gonna move closer to Renegade.
Okay. You can move your token wherever you want to move to as long as you have the movement for it. All right. That end your
All
turn?
right, that's the end of my turn. Yep.
Okay. That makes it Wolf's turn.
I'm going to take both of my daggers and go after the one on the bottom of the.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll to hit. All right. That one's dead.
Now you want to
And-
use your other dagger on the other one?
Yeah.
Roll to hit.
It's a 9.
That's a miss.
It's my left hand.
Change my push to talk button.
Use your other. It's
Your
a strong
mic
arm.
itself is muted now.
I'm sorry.
I love you,
I'm
Scarlet.
trying.
All right. So
I-
that makes it my turn. And this one will reappear again. But this time he's about 15 feet in the air. And you can see his front legs are starting to pull on a web as you see Renegade's body start to lift up off the ground.
Can I reach over and try to grab his foot? That's why I got closer.
You can use your reaction to
I
roll
yelled
me.
out, no backsies.
Can I
You-
just cut the web with my axe?
You can roll an attack roll with your. Basically, it's going to be a sleight of hand roll with your hand axe as your reaction, and you're trying to grab his foot, which is going to be a dexterity check for you. So,
My sleight of hand was a 22.
okay.
And a 24 to hit.
18 on my dex check.
All right. So you swing your hand axe and you get the cord cut. And just as his body starts to fall, because it was already starting to move up into the air, just as it's about to fall, Nikki will grab a hold of his foot and lift him up so he doesn't slam into the ground.
I got him!
Now there's gonna be more spiders when she comes back, and she's gonna get me because you guys will be too distracted, and I'm going to be dead.
holding you right now. Shut up.
Oh yeah,
All
no,
right,
this is true.
and
You can't talk. You're still unconscious.
the
Lay down.
big one will disappear again, and the small one is going to try to attack Nikki.
So that put me like here then.
You're in relatively the
that's
same
very-
spot ish. He
Oh,
just
okay.
kind of
Oh, yeah.
has you. He kind of picked you up a little bit, but not much. All right, and Nikki, does an armor class 18 hit you?
No, it does not.
All right, so that's a miss. So that will end it for my turn. That now makes it Renegade's turn, who is still paralyzed for. If we do this in game rounds, 10 rounds is a minute, and he's paralyzed for an hour. So that's
Ouch.
600
He's out
rounds.
till we finish the boss.
All right, so that makes it your turn, Woggy. There is only one spider up that you can see.
I'm gonna try and shoot it with my crossbow.
Roll to hit.
$24.
That'll hit, and it is dead.
And that gives me advantage. And it gives me an advantage on my next attack because that's a hit.
All right, that ends your turn.
Oh, yeah, I can't cast. So yeah, I'm good.
All right, Nikki, it's your turn.
Let's see here. I'm going to attack. No, I'm not, because I don't want to kill the people that are in the cocoons if any are alive. I was thinking about using my strike of the giant, the fire strike, and catching all the webs on fire.
Question: does healing potions cure poison?
No, they do not. The spell that would cure him from you would be lesser restoration, and I think there is a potion of anti-paralyzation or something. Neither of which I think you have.
So,
Yeah, I didn't
wait,
No.
so poison doesn't damage me over time. Poison
Nope.
just paralyzes
Not
me.
this one.
So
Not
it's
this
not
one.
it's not poison damage, it's the poisoned condition. They are two different things in D&D. If something gives you the poison condition, then you have disadvantage on all attacks and saving throws.
I kind of sit his body in the middle of us as I prepare for the big one or smaller ones to come back and attack again.
All right, so you move his body to here.
In the middle of us. Yep.
You'll notice that he's still breathing. His eyes are kind of wide open, but he's just not able to move.
Hey guys, I think
Robert,
it's fine.
number
I'm just gonna
time.
drop them here so we can be ready. Everybody get on your guard.
Okay. Is that in your turn?
Yep.
All right. Scarlet's turn.
I can heal him so he's at least up, but I don't know what kind of poison he has, and I don't have any kind of spell for that. So what should I?
Right now, I would wait until we figure out what's going on and make sure we're not going to get attacked while you're trying to heal and waste spells.
What does the rest of the group say?
Yeah. He's not in immediate danger of death, so let's just. If we die, we can't save him, so let's just focus on finding this big one.
Okay.
Do you have any kind of light spell that might illuminate the area to make this guy pop out to us?
Possibly.
So
do
just so the players are
have-
aware, it is daylight out, so there is light everywhere.
Oh,
I mean,
well,
it's
that's not
trickling
gonna
through
work
the
then.
it's trickling through the canopy, so it's like not like you're out in the middle of the plains with sun beating down on you, but you can see. None of you are having to use dark vision in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, okay, so light won't help really. Never mind.
Okay, I just prepare for the next
Wave.
wave.
Okay. Wolf, what are you doing?
I want to send a bird out and try to see if I can find it.
All right.
I'm looking up the
Roll
treetops
me a
and looking
perception
around.
check.
I'm blind. And the bird's blind.
All right. Does that end your turn?
That ends my turn.
All right. And this time, the big one's a little angry. Especially with the small one that decided that it wanted to cut the wire to its food.
It's angry. I'm gonna poke it with the stick.
Angry.
He's
Does-
angry.
Does an armor class, does 17 hit you?
It does not.
All right. So it will miss with its bite and immediately shimmer and disappear.
Do I not get an attack of opportunity?
No, because you only get an attack of opportunity when something you can hit moves out of your range. But like, say a wizard casts Misty Step, that doesn't give the person that they're Misty Stepping away from an attack of opportunity. So just think about it in that similar of a manner.
Okie dokie.
Not me next.
I don't know whose turn it is.
It's Woggy's turn because Renegade is still paralyzed.
Ooh, hang on. Senses. Passive perception. Can I roll a passive perception?
You don't roll
Uh,
passive perception.
don't-
That's just what you always perceive.
Oh, okay. Well, because that has me with tremor sense and blind sight. Does that help me at all in this situation?
In this current situation, no, it does not.
Bugger. Crap. Yeah, there's not really. Can I? What about a? No, investigation is not really going to help.
If you have the nature skill, that would be the best check you can run.
Of nature and intuition.
So if you have the nature skill, roll a nature check.
Yeah. 16.
So you're vaguely remembering, between you and Wolf, you're vaguely remembering some information about what they call a phase spider that basically has the ability to move between the ethereal plane and the primaterial plane to give the illusion of disappearing and reappearing. But when it's not on the primaterial plane, it cannot be sensed in any way, shape, or form.
Can it be hit?
No. It is
Okay.
ethereal. You have to hit it
Yeah,
while it's solid in the primaterial plane.
That means there's
I've got
no
an
way to
idea.
detect it either.
Nope.
Y'all tell the group, or do y'all just keep that to yourself?
Y'all inform the group of what we're dealing with, or what I believe we're dealing with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, we have to wait for it to appear before we can attack.
Basically.
All right.
And that's nothing else I can do right now. I'll end it there.
That, we try to set up some bait. Go that route.
That would be me. I'm the bait. That's why I'm in the middle. That's why I'm
All
in
right.
the middle.
Just go sleep. Just go sleep.
I'm gonna prepare an attack so I can have it ready for as soon as it appears in front of Scarlet again, or in front of
Okay.
Rain.
All right.
Expecting that to be its target again.
All right. So you're going to hold your action and attack when it reappears. If it's within 5 feet of you. Okay.
Correct.
All right. That makes it Scarlet's turn.
And there's no way I could receive it.
Nope. Not unless you
Perceptions. Okay.
not unless you have a ethereal sight, basically, where you can see into the ethereal realm.
I've got celestial.
Celestial and ethereal are completely different.
Good try though, babe.
A for
Those are
effort.
both big words. Okay. I understand the plan and I know I'm bait, but I still get my weapons out just to prepare.
So you want to
Prepare and
hold it?
attack for the same thing.
Yeah, you can hold an action for if it appears within 5 feet of you, you can hit it.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
All right. And Wolf, what do you want to do? A held action can be a spell cast. So if you have say you have a cantrip that you want to cast on it, if it appears again, then you can do that. You just have to designate the trigger for your held action and what your held action is.
Wait a second. Can I change mine? Because I didn't realize we could do spells.
Sure.
I want to do pacify. Hold on, let me make sure this can work. Never mind, that has to be a humanoid.
Pacify
Yeah, that
person.
wouldn't do no good here.
I tried.
It was
So
a good idea.
You want to stick with your original then?
Yeah, that
Okay.
I can't pacify a spider.
No. It's working off instinct anyway, so. All right,
Its
so
instinct is to be an a-hole.
Well, no,
Wolf, what are
pacify
you
would
doing?
Paralyze it. It wouldn't attack.
Yep.
I want to get max streaks forward toward a creature within range. Make a range attack. I think I'm gonna cast infestation. Okay, not cast it, but I'm gonna get infestation prepared to cast for in case I'm thinking it's gonna drop down in between Drain and Dark Step. Right in there somewhere.
So how big is your infestation?
This is 30 feet. You cause a cloud of mites, fleas, and other parasites to appear momentarily on one creature you can see within range.
Oh, okay. So
Target
as long
must
as it's
succeed
within,
a Constitution saving throw.
yeah, okay. So it you're gonna cast it on it if it pops up
The
in
second you choose
range within 30
Yeah.
feet. Okay. All right. Does that end your turn?
Yes.
All right.
So you're gonna feed.
What's going to
No,
make
it's
it?
infected. Parasites.
No, it does. Target must succeed on a Constitution saving throw, or it takes 1d6 poison damage and moves 5 feet in a random direction if it can move, and its speed is at least 5 feet. And I roll a d4 to choose a direction.
Woggy, do you happen to have true sight by chance?
All right. He is going to appear here, so your attack will go off first there, Nikki.
I really wish I would have checked.
I probably missed. I only got a 9.
Yeah, that's a definite miss. Yeah. All right, Scarlet, you get to roll. You get to roll only one attack.
Oh,
Held actions are only one.
Hey, DM, I know that it doesn't matter right now, but I have true sight. Does that mean that your monsters can't hide against me?
There is no way you have true sight.
Hey,
Impossible.
look at my character sheet, bro. Oh
You
wait, no, it
shouldn't
says
have it.
senses. Oh, it says senses. Never mind.
Yeah, that tells you all the different senses there are.
Oh. I got really excited there for a second. But never mind.
True sight is OP as OP can be. There is like
True
nothing
sight
that can
is
hide from true sight.
How do I get that?
Magic items.
Oh, okay. Magic items. I need to somehow fire that.
You'll never find
Never
that one.
Don't say that.
True sight is what dragons
Well,
have. That's more likely. All right. So Scarlet, you get to roll your attack. Did you? That'll miss.
I got a 10.
That will miss. And I have to roll because your infestation is a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, the Constitution of 12.
Well, I rolled a 2, so I don't think I'm going to make that.
Ooh. Infestation damage is 6. And you move roll a d4 for the direction. 1's north, 2 south, 3 east, 4 west. This movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks, and if the direction road is blocked, the target doesn't move.
All right.
And it doesn't
So
provoke it?
no, it does not. So roll me a d4. See which direction it goes.
Roll 20, please. Right here.
One. So you go north.
So it goes north. Okay. Righty. If I can open back that. There we go. So it moves 5 feet to the north. Okay. So during its turn, now that everybody's opportunity attacks has gone off, it'll move back 5 feet.
Did
And
Woggy get an opportunity?
He
no,
didn't
well,
set one up.
he didn't set one up because he did his nature check for his turn.
Gotcha.
The one is going to attack the big one's going to attack you, Nikki,
Okay.
and it'll hit armor class 19.
It just hit me.
Okay. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
13.
A 13 will pass, so you'd only take half damage.
Oh, good for you, Nikki. Good for you.
All right. So you will take 4 points of piercing damage.
All right. Was that
Yeah.
after you halved it?
No, the piercing damage doesn't get halved. You're going to take half the poison damage.
Oh. Okay.
Which will be 22 points of poison damage, so you can take half that.
11.
How you looking?
He's
Feels
still
like an
alive.
11 out of 28.
All right. And he will spear. And that makes it Wonky's turn.
Can I just say out loud, hey, you might want to take the Renegade's potion? Or no.
You sure I'll still renegades to take it instead?
No, shit. Wait, crap, sorry. You have your own, don't you?
Yeah.
Hey, renegade, I need this, buddy.
I'm so
Uh,
sorry, Renegade.
I'm gonna set up for when he appears next with my crossbow, as I still have advantage on my next attack with that.
Nice.
Okay.
And I have a 30-foot range.
All right. So you're going to hold an action. And when he appears, you are going to fire a crossbow shot at him.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Nikki, what are you doing?
I'm going to use my bonus action to use my potion.
Okay. Assuming that it's on your belt, right?
It is. I put
Okay.
it in equipment, so it should be equipped to my belt. Just got to find it in here, because apparently there's a lot of stuff in my equipment. There it is.
2d4 plus 2, I believe.
Yes. All right, so that's going to be a total of 8 health. No, yeah, 8. And then I'm going
Is it 2d4
to...
plus 4 or is it 2d4 plus 2?
Plus 2. Sorry, you said 4 and I just went with that. I just read it.
All right, so it's 6 points of heal.
Yep, I took off the 2.
Very good.
And then I prep my next attack for when it reappears.
Alrighty. So you're gonna hold your action. Scarlet, are you gonna do the same? Hold your action.
Yes, sir.
All right. And Wolf, are you gonna do the exact same thing, or are you doing something different?
I'm gonna do the same thing, but with Ray of Frost instead of Infestation.
Okay.
Ooh, good call.
All right. So that'll make it my turn, and he will reappear right here.
All right.
And Woggy, you had the first held action, so roll to hit.
Ooh, and I've got advantage. So
Wait.
we'll click on the advantage.
Okay, I was gonna say you still get
And-
advantage, right?
Roll. $23.
A 23 will hit.
Then I do the damage. Do I do advantage with the no? It's all right. Can't do
No,
that.
it's just
So do-
regular damage.
Really? 6.
6 points of damage. All right. Next opportunity attack will go to Nikki.
$24,
That'll hit. A lot better than you hit last time.
right? For 6 damage too.
Man, y'all's rolls are not liking you tonight.
They're not. Hold on, but
Alright.
I am going to use my extra little thing here.
He would be
Hill
outside of your
Tumbler
5-foot
Showcase.
range.
Do what?
No, I was talking to Scarlett. I could see she was
Oh.
trying to measure out.
All right, so this is when I hit a large or smaller creature with an attack roll and deal damage to it, you can give it the prone condition. So I knock it prone.
Okay.
Does that mean he can't?
Well, that just means
Hopefully
he's
not.
prone. And if there was somebody else that was about to have take a melee attack on it, then it would have they would have advantage. But the next attack is actually going to be Wolf's
Oh, I
because it's
forgot.
got a Scarlet's range.
That's
So
okay.
I have to roll a Constitution save.
Can I not throw my weapon at it?
Which your hand axe? You can throw your hand axe.
I want to throw my my hammer at it.
Does the hammer have a thrown tag?
Oh, well then my hand axe. Sorry,
Yeah,
I
The
didn't
hammer
realize the
did-
range.
yeah. The hammer doesn't have a thrown tag, so it can't. But the hand axe definitely has a thrown tag, so you can use it as a thrown weapon. That'll miss though, and now you're
Yeah.
without your hand axe because you threw it at him. Luckily, you missed him, but it hit up against these rocks over here and didn't go into the water.
Okay.
All right, and my Constitution save. That
I have to do a
I-
Constitution for
oh
Ray of
yeah,
Frost.
you're Ray of Frost. All right, roll to hit for your Ray of Frost. I'm thinking Infestation again.
I got 21.
21 will hit.
For 8 points of damage.
All righty. It is critically bloodied now.
Yay. Ooh, critically bloodied. Here we go.
All right, and it's going to take its attack on the big Goliath again. And that is going to hit. Oh man, this is going to be bad. It's going to hit armor class 16.
Woo! I'm safe.
All right. And that
Stop
will
laughing, Woggy. Stop laughing.
that will
Stop laughing.
end its turn, and as you notice, it doesn't disappear this time. Woggy, it's your turn.
Oh, you're going down. You're going down, you big bastard.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going to
not
go
50
with the
from me.
crossbow again.
Roll to hit.
Do I still use advantage because I hit last time again?
I do not think so. I think it's you have to hit on
Just
a
the one.
non-advantage roll. I believe.
Okay, yeah.
I'll double check that here later. That'll hit.
Nice. And damage we've got. We got 8 this time.
All right. So how do you want to kill it?
Wait, I get to choose how I kill it?
Yeah, you're the one that lands the killing blow. You get to tell me how it happens.
Do I? But I use my crossbow, so it's got to be something involving that, correct?
It's got to be something involving the crossbow. You know, you could
Okay.
do anything involving the crossbow bolt.
I just give it the finger, aim straight at its head, and fire.
Yeah, probably go to bed. All right.
While looking at Renegade.
While looking at Renegade, it's crazy.
So you give it the finger, you point your crossbow at it, you look down at Renegade, and you pull the trigger. So a no look shot, and it just goes right into the side of its head. The bolt, you see the bolt protruding, going through one eyeball and protruding out the other eyeball, and the spider just drops.
No scope.
Why are you looking at me though? What did I do?
I just say ranged weapons, buddy.
Well, he can't even say anything to you, so good luck.
As the
All right.
spider goes down, I go over and pick Rain's axe up for her and chunk it to her feet. Don't lose your weapons, you dipshit.
Okay, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just laying here on the ground, paralyzed.
You just keep napping, you lazy wood elf.
That's not uncalled for, sir. That is just uncalled for.
I said I tossed you your axe and told you not to lose it again, you idiot.
No, you said dipshit, not idiot.
I was trying, okay?
Alrighty.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for poor little paralyzed boy over here, I'm gonna go start cutting more of the cocoons open and seeing if anybody's still alive.
Wait, before you all do that, is there more spiders? I guess you'll figure out if there's more spiders to worry about.
Figure it out as I'm going.
Yeah, I think at this point the best bet is to just investigate the remaining 3 cocoons.
I don't know how many there were.
Well, there was 4, and we got 1 down, and it just abandoned. The second one attracted the spider, so there'd still be 3 to open up and see what the go is.
All right. So you open up the cocoons, the remaining cocoons. No more spiders come down. Like you don't see any more spiders on the webs or anything like that. Of the 4 cocoons that you open, 3 of them are just nothing but bones. One of them is a pretty badly rotted corpse, but you can still see some meat on it left.
We tried to save you guys. Sorry we made it too late.
I wish
go
I
through
could
and see if
talk
there's
right now.
I go through and see if there's anything worth taking out of any of the clothes on the bones. See if I can find any money or anything on them.
He bags for
Okay.
Renegade, huh?
I'm on the ground. I'm paralyzed right now after I told everybody not to touch the cocoons. And there's nothing in the cocoons.
I'm looking for money at least. Shut up.
Hey, you never know. You never go.
So we take a short break to wait for Renegade to be unpoisoned?
Pretty much.
Yep, that'll be a point for you to take a short rest. It'll be about an hour. Um,
Where'd the point from?
you will all gain 300 XP.
I can remember we manage.
Hold on a second. Yeah, you'll
Can I
get a short
just
rest,
be in levels?
and you can tell it to roll. You didn't lose any health, did you?
Yeah, a little bit, not much.
I'd roll one just to get that little bit back then.
You said 300 XP, right?
Yep, 300 XP each. Just put you a little bit shy of level 3.
Manage experience.
Yep.
How'd
Okay,
you
wait.
get to roll that, Chris?
For the record, I'm already paralyzed. Do I have to use a short rest?
Well, you can use a short rest, but you can't roll hit die because you're paralyzed. So
So there's like no point.
you'll still do a short rest to get rid of the paralyzed
Okay.
condition, but you
I just went here. Do that fire.
But I wouldn't.
but you won't gain any
my-
hit points back from the short rest. So you'll still be at 0 hit points. So you'll need to either drink your potion when you wake up or ask for healing.
I can drink my potion. Okay. So now that I took a short rest, so now this goes away. I'm guessing.
What'd you roll for, Nikki?
My short rest, it's 1d10 plus 4. Or no,
Technically,
plus 3.
you have 2d10 that you can use, but yes.
I only rolled one of them just in case we end up taking another rest. I figured that would get me close enough.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, so as you're going through the cocoons, you will find
Brings this
a
file.
total of 3 potions of healing, 12 gold pieces, and 1 silver dagger.
You said 12 gold?
12 gold pieces.
Wait.
Wait, who's getting to add this to
I
the
did.
thing?
Okay.
I was the one that said I searched the cocoons.
But Woggy
this
said that they
says-
did too.
Okay, so this says I roll a 2d4 plus 2. So what one do I use?
You roll 2d4 plus 2. So when you go in there and click on it, like if you go down to the bottom of the dice roller and you click on it, you can click on d4 twice and it'll put 2 of them on
Okay.
there and then you click roll.
Okay, and then I add 2 to that roll.
And then you add 2 to that roll.
Okay. Hang on, so we all fought the
4
spiders, but you're gonna take all the loot.
4 hit points.
So you have a whopping 4 hit points right now. Dang, you rolled double ones. Wow.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it, okay? Alright, so let's remove this. So we can delete that, and then I will add 4 hit points. Yay!
When it becomes on my turn, can I cast healing hands on him?
There's no turn, so it's out of combat. So you can cast Healing Hands on him whenever you feel like it. This will be after the short rest, though, because he'll be Well, you can do it even before then, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I do it after the short rest when I see that he tried to
Before the
heal
short
himself.
rest, before the short rest. You get your spell slot back if you do it before.
I don't.
whatever, No, mine's a long rest, so it don't matter.
Yeah,
Oh,
Healing Hands
okay.
is a long rest. There's only one
not-
class that gets all their spell slots at a short rest, and that's Warlocks. Wizards have a feat or an ability that allows them to regain X number of spell slots or spell points. But other than that, most everybody's long rest on everything.
Oh my God.
I give
Mine's
them 6
short
HP.
rest.
All right, so you get
Yeah.
6 more hit points.
On my short rest here, it says rogue hit die 1d8 plus 3 total 2, and then it's got 2 squares under it. What's the go there?
At least get your action surge back.
Those hit die, or if you took damage, you can roll one or both of those hit die to regain hit points without having to have someone heal you or drink a healing potion.
Oh, well, I didn't take any anyway, so
Now that I'm alive, I can talk again. Well, that was fun. It was so much fun.
It was. It got me some money.
And some experience, you know.
Yeah.
I got to kill one spider. I got to kill one spider.
Do the arcane recovery for my short rest?
Yes, you can.
Can you finish short rest?
Can
It
I
makes
just
sense.
bring up the fact again that Nikki took all
Here, you can use this feature once per long rest, but it says after a short rest.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
does,
you can
like,
only use that feature on a short rest, but you don't get that feature back until you take a long rest.
Okay.
So you can use.
You can use it now, but you don't get it again until you take another long rest.
I'm gonna go up to the little roguey fucker and kind of poke him in the side and go, "Hey, want a silver dagger?"
Damn, Skippy.
I hand him over the silver dagger.
I can't believe I got 2 ones on my potion.
I can't believe you did either.
It's ridiculous.
It's pretty funny.
His hands were shaky, so he spilt most of it.
Pretty much. He saw that he was going to be spider food.
Traumatized.
Traumatized by the experience.
Add equipment. Weapon.
Their bones at 9%.
I am actually going to have to call it here, guys, because it's 11 o'clock my time, and I have to work in the morning. So I think this would be the best place, if any.
Probably.
Well, then, do we just want to settle in for a long rest then, since we're gonna end it here?
Oh yeah, I guess we could.
You could set up camp and just kind of stay in the same position and end it here.
And that'd put us all the way back to full health, right?
It will put you all the way back to full health.
So I say we all go ahead and
Silvered
do a,
dagger.
full rest.
Added.
If we would have got a little bit more experience, we could have just went ahead and leveled right here too.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't expect this one combat to take an hour.
I said
This one combat took an hour.
You sure you don't want to go one more hour?
Oh, I'm sure I can't. I got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning to make kids lunches and stuff like that. I'm good.
Look, Just the next time the Wood Elf says don't touch the cocoons.
No,
I'm
next
gonna
time
touch
the
the
Wood
cocoon.
Elf charges in to fight with his sword, maybe he should throw a spear first.
Yeah, next time I just say don't mess with the cocoons. Just not mess with the cocoons.
Why the hell did
Yeah,
this
but I
all
wouldn't have a
keep
silver.
working?
I wouldn't have a silver dagger, and we wouldn't have gold and healing potions if we didn't.
Oh,
I
you just
have
told me about my stupid
nothing, sir. Nothing.
You gotta ask Nicky. He's got it all.
Oh man, that's great.
Uh,
You were passed out the
I
whole
got my
match. I
silver
didn't get anything
dagger.
out of my
I'm
gold.
happy.
I didn't.
Hey, can I get some?
I didn't.
We'll talk later.
We'll talk later.
Hey, at least infected it.
All right, guys, I am going
Right.
to raid out and Scarlett, are you staying on and streaming still?
No, I'm raiding out too.
Okay. Who are you raiding out to? We'll just send them all to the same person.
Just gonna hit exit on my tabs.
So,
You
so
think
do
well,
we
it
hit
depends
long
on who's
rest now?
on.
Yeah, I'm looking to see who's out there that's on.
Have a good night, everybody. I'll catch you all later.
Good night,
Have
good
fun
night.
tonight.
Take it easy.
So do we
Might be
hit
a
long
pile of
rest
bones by
now?
the time you get back.
Yeah, you can hit
My
long
friend
rest.
Ultimate Flat. It's his birthday.
Put his name in the chat and I'll raid out to him. Because I do not have him. Well, when you raid to him, I'll get it and then I can just use that one from there.
Make sure to give them some love, show them some light. Thank you all for being here and have an amazing day.
Look out for spiders!
Okay, I raided.
All right. And I am going to do the same. I just had to get over there and now we'll do this. Raid. There we go. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining tonight. Hope you guys all had fun, and I will see you next stream.
It seems like we always have somebody who gets stuck out in the not in combat. I think last time Woggy was too scared to fight the wolf, and this time we had
Yeah.
somebody pass out.
We don't talk about that.
I wonder whose turns next.
Pro renegade.
Probably.
I mean, I sort of get where renegades coming from, but at the same time, we're just starting out. We need all the gold and loot we can fucking get our hands on.
Yes, you do. You are right.
And I got a silver dagger. I'm happy.